For me, the recognition of true reality was a beginning of disentanglement of not healthy patterns, which are coming to the surface more freely because I stopped using different substances and compulsive behaviors to cover difficult emotions. Recently, I started to do work of getting to the unconscious thoughts, feelings, energies using Scott Killerby's inquiry, great tools. I even stopped drinking coffee. So now I'm confronting with really not nice emotions, suppressed anger, hatred, fear, and I feel like a hopeless case very often now. I feel a bit confused because I see I was hiding myself from life on my meditation couch. Yet sitting even for a few minutes in silence is bringing my mind to peace and feels very grounding. I don't know how to articulate that question. Maybe you would like to refer to this. Thank you. With love, Natalia. Thanks, Natalia, for your question. Yeah, that's super great that you're letting go of all these substances. Yeah, our body is so addicted. So there's two things I would like to say is so all these thoughts and feelings, that's great that they are being embraced and not being repressed. But before I go into talking about the thoughts and the feelings and the emotions that are coming up, just going back to untying them isn't your freedom. And I think you recognize this when there's meditation. The freedom is always this expansiveness. Always this expansiveness. Right here. So who is it that's looking? Who is it that's hearing? Who is it that's seeing? And that's unconditioned love. There is nobody hearing. There is nobody speaking. There is nobody sitting in meditation. There is no world out there. This is freedom. And then what happens when you go into life? Your old seeking patterns get triggered again, particularly because you've given up all these substances. And I know you say you feel a bit like a hopeless case and you don't know what to do, but just what you're doing is letting go and releasing them. It's just that when you're in the mix of that, it's hard to see. So when the anger's coming up, or the frustration, or the sadness, or guilt, or whatever it is, then you get lost in that, and then it's hard to see that that is the process. Like really, we're all having the perfect process and the perfect life. So a lot of people's feelings are about regret or a bitterness or a sense of injustice or victimhood, because they believe that they have autonomy and that they're choosing wrongly or others are choosing wrongly. But really that's not true, because just like we said that Australia is an imagination and the whole world is an imagination, it's an imagination that you can choose and that you have to fix yourself. The fixing of yourself is happening. You listen to all these videos, you meditate, and bit by bit it will be undone. Just like if you do exercises every day, bit by bit your health will improve. It's not like you're learning how to become an accountant. So you're listening to these videos, you're asking these questions, so the body is becoming more and more wise. It's learning how to be more wise and more in balance. But it's not really you doing it. And so this pressure on yourself, like, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? Should I go this way? Should I go that way? I am a hopeless case. These are all ideas that aren't true. They're imaginations which cover this, like clouds in a sky. And then you get hooked onto a cloud. That's a nice image, isn't it? Like putting a fishing line up to the sky, hooking onto a cloud. And that's me. That is me. Das ist ich. Das ist nicht ich. Das ist nicht ich. Keine Ich. Ich weiß es nicht. So you're perfect just the way you are, and you're living the perfect life and doing the perfect dance, and you can never, ever, ever get this wrong. Just really hear that. You can't get this wrong. It's not true. And if that is too much to hear, like, feel in your body where that's being resisted. Is it the solar plexus or the heart? I am wrong, I am bad, I am doing this wrong. And just feel that energy in the body, that tightness. And then see also simultaneously that it's appearing in this infinite space of you, of this looking, this empty looking. So there is a contraction that's telling you you've done something wrong, that you're hopeless. And then there is this infinite space that's just a dynamic appearing in spaciousness, in freedom, in emptiness. When the seeking and identification happens, it's that the consciousness and that feeling become one. So it's like, it feels like you are conscious and alive as a hopeless person. Whereas actually you're this consciousness, and then there is a looking at that person. Or there is an experiencing of that person. And that experiencing is actually everything, including that dynamic that arises, but it's also the window and the light and the space and the vibration and the sound of the fans. The sound of my voice is actually all of that as well. Super delicious. Yes. So if you want to call in, please put "call me" and nothing else beside it.